There's the twins. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Ba la la la. So for today's video,
throw those in.
It's been a long day, everybody. Stay tuned for our next video to find out why this is. Yeah, just ignore that. Anyways, so for today's video, we wanted to share with you guys some Christmas book or holiday book recommendations that we have read and some that we haven't read that we're looking forward to reading this holiday season. And we thought, why not better than to try these hot chocolate bombs where you put them in hot milk and see what happens.
We have not heated this up yet, so we're gonna do that right now, but I thought I would do a little show and tell moment and show you guys what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go heat these up and let's get started with these recommendations.
Here, why don't you go heat them up and I'll talk.
Alright guys, I'm gonna open up this chocolate, let's get right into it. I wonder what's inside. What's inside? Alrighty.
Okay.
And it smells like chocolate in this. Okay.
Oh my god, it's wet.
What is it doing? I need a spoon. I need a spoon. I need a spoon. Suffering. Oh my god, it's not breaking. Do I just... Let's hold it down. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Okay, it just broke.
Now the thing is that because we are using almond milk, I don't think it's gonna actually turn that much of a hot chocolate color. Because when we put it in the microwave, and it was like white, but then we took it out and it was a little bit of a weird color because we heat up almond milk. So I don't know what's gonna happen. And all the chocolate is sticking to the bottom.
I guess we're on Top Chef over here.
America's Worst Chef.
That's what we're America's Worst Cooks.
America's Worst Cooks, that's what it is. I'm gonna be like the person that's eliminating the first week that doesn't even get to cook at all. They just realize oh my god, it's not even, you know what, it's okay. It looks really cute. Cheers, mental cheers, and let's get on with this week's book recommendations. Oh wait, no. Wait a second, we forgot a special ingredient. Oh my god. God, you're getting under there. Oh my god, it's already smoking. Ooh.
It's like a little science experiment.
Let's get on with this week's book recommendations now.
So first I want to talk about a book that I really loved. I read this in about 2 to 3 days. We were on a trip doing something really fun, but I can't talk about it yet. So I read this book and it was in October, and I don't know why I was reading a Christmas book in October, but I wanted to. It's called 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This basically follows Sophie, who on a couple of days before Christmas, she's going to this party and then she overhears her boyfriend talking about how he wants to break up with her. She gets really sad about that, and so she actually ends up going to spend the holiday break with her grandma and her family at her grandma's house. Everyone sees how sad she is about this breakup or whatever happened at the party. So her family compiles a list of 10 blind dates that she's gonna go on. Now she's persistent at first. She's like, I do not want to do this, and she's like, you know what, fine, my grandparents really want me to do this, so I'm gonna go on these dates. Some of these dates are so weird, and if my mom set me up on 10 blind dates, that was, first of all, let's just say, if you ever read this book, the worst date that I literally was cringing because it reminded me of a different experience, not to me, but it happened to someone else in my real life. If you read this book, remember Aunt Patrice. It's located, in Louisiana, South Louisiana. I loved it. The family dynamics reminded me of my family. The family in this is Italian, I think Sicilian. Yeah, Sicilian. And it reminded me of my dad and my mom's big Italian family. My hat's falling. I absolutely love this book. There is a romance inside of it, which I knew. I was like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And the ending was super adorable. I absolutely loved it. I gobbled it.
Alright, so this book I got last Christmas in 2020. And I got it as a gift from someone. Thank you so much, you know who you are. So I really wanted this book. I really wanted a New York Christmas because I didn't get to go this past year. And I was like, you know what? Let's get Kiss Me in New York by Catherine Ryder. It's a pen name of working partners, young adult writers Stephanie Elliott and James Noble. So yes, so it's by Catherine Ryder, and it's basically about these two people that are stuck in New York City for 24 hours on Christmas Eve. It's snowing, it says everything that you want. I'll explain more about the characters. Charlotte, our main lead protagonist, she's heading home to England after a horrible breakup that ended the worst semester of her life. And the guy, Anthony, he's just been dumped in the middle of JFK by the girlfriend he came to surprise. So they decide to set out in the city together with a self-help book to guide them. Get over your ex in 10 easy steps. So they go all over New York City. They go to the Empire State Building. They go to college parties. They go to everything and more. It was such a fun journey. This book is so short. It's so short. It's
like 190 pages.
190 pages. I literally read this in 4 hours. So cute. I definitely recommend this if you really want a really festive book. It reminds me a lot of Dash and Lily. Not the same story, but it definitely reminds me a lot of Dash and Lily. So if you like that show or just any Christmas movies in general, this is a book to pick up. And they actually have another book I think called Kiss Me in Paris. I don't know if it's set in Christmas time too, but I definitely have to get that when I have the chance. So yes, I love this book.
Now I'm going to go on to a book that I have not read yet, which I am very much looking forward to reading it. I started it, but I wanted to get to like Thanksgiving, like fully have that experience. So this is The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marchello. I hope I'm saying your name right. I feel so bad when I like accidentally get someone's name wrong. So it follows Lila Santos as she's ready for her last winter break of high school, and she lives in a small town in New York, which, yay, I love small town Christmas stories. So she's earning extra cash working at the local inn, the setting of the greatest film of all time, Holiday by the Lake. Just kind of like a tourist attraction, moonlighting as an anonymous book blogger. Yes. But Lila's perfect holiday plans crash to a halt when her boss's infuriatingly cute nephew, Teddy Rivera, becomes her co-worker. Lila is type A, Teddy is type anything but Lila's way. And the two of them can't stop butting heads over tangled icicle lights and messy gift shop merch, because it's like a tourist attraction, like I said.
Yeah.
But when they accidentally switch phones one afternoon, they realize they've been hiding things from each other. Will their secrets and an unexpected snowstorm bring these rivals together? Now, if you know me, here's my buzzwords. Christmas, enemies to lovers, snowstorm, stuck in one place together.
Small town.
Stuck in one place to talk everything out with each other. I'm so excited to read this book. It's only like 200 pages. I think Underlined, or is it Get Underlined? I know it's a publishing house that does a lot of 200 or less page books. They have like a new one out every month, and I look forward to reading these. And I was so excited when I saw they were doing a Christmas one. Mine. I've been waiting for this for a long time, so I'll definitely read it, let you guys know, and if you want to pick this up and want to read it before me, then go do it. I think I'm gonna go head to the bookstore in like a few days, because right around this time or a few weeks ago, new Christmas books come out, so I'm very excited for that. And this is actually a new Christmas book that just came out. I'm Dreaming of a Wyatt Christmas by Tiffany Schmidt. And this is one of her newest books. I have not read this yet, so I've only read Kiss Me in New York, but this book follows this ballerina who is basically hired by this family to go babysit with them at this house somewhere. To accompany them on a ski trip over winter break, she eagerly packs her bags. She wants to get money for this ballet school that she wants to go to, and wants to have an audition there. And she's ready to have so much fun until Wyatt, this guy. As you can see, we love romance.
Yeah.
So any romances, we will read.
The older half-brother of her babysitting charges decides to surprise his family for the holidays. He's one of the best dancers at the dance academy that she wants to go to, and they're enemies to lovers. So basically they just bond over Christmas and New Year, and it's super cute. It involves dance and whatnot. Adorable. I'm so excited to read this. I think I'm going to read this really soon, maybe this weekend, and I'll definitely let you guys know my thoughts. So make sure to pick up I'm Dreaming of a Wyatt Christmas out now. So our last book for this video is a book I'm so excited to talk about. I just got this. I ordered this 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I had to get this. This needs a little bit of a backstory. So Abby Emmons came out with one of my favorite books of all time last year, I think, called 100 Days of Sunlight.
I loved it.
Which follows a girl who got into a car accident and is left blind for 100 days. And so she wants to write, and she can't really do anything for 100 days. And so she gets help from this guy named Weston, who basically helps her write and do everything that she can't do for the 100 days. And so he's actually grateful to take upon this experience, because he actually has a disability of his own, and he feels like people judge him and always have these first impressions because of his disability. So he is kind of excited to take on this new opportunity, because she won't know, or he thinks that she won't like him once she figures out what disability he has. And so I won't get too much into it because it's such a beautiful book. I told Bianca to read this. I told my best friend Zora to read this. I absolutely love this book. I finished it so fast. It was heartbreaking, it was beautiful, and it was Abby Emmons' debut. And so Abby Emmons is actually a YouTuber as well who talks to people who are aspiring writers or authors about how to write a book and how to write these scenes and how to plan out a storyline, which I absolutely love watching. And so, here's the fun part. I want to say a month and a half ago, that she was going to write a spin-off, which is Tessa and Weston, The Best Christmas Ever, which is basically like the spin-off little book following their characters after the ending of 100 Days of Sunlight, which I absolutely love. So unfortunately, I cannot read you the back of the synopsis because it does contain spoilers. But just read 100 Days of Sunlight and read this. I waited like a week and a half for this, and honestly, it was worth the wait. And I'm excited to read this too. And I haven't even read this yet, but I already know I'm gonna give it like 100 stars because I love her writing. It is so beautiful and just unique. And I've never read a book like 100 Days of Sunlight before, and I can guarantee I'm never going to read another book like The Best Christmas Ever. So, I'm so excited to read this. It's only 200 pages, which I'm going to gobble up. So, I'm so excited to read this. Thank you, Abby Emmons, for doing a sequel. I really wanted a sequel to see the relationship after the events of book 1. And I'm so excited. Like, you have no idea. So
they need to hit up spring break next.
They need to hit up spring break.
Turn it up. Although you probably don't need our ideas, we're gonna give you that one.
And it, there's like a dog. It's a dog, but there's a dog. And then that's her. There's ice skating, there's waffles. And one thing I'm gonna mention this with you. One thing I do love about 100 Days of Sunlight's cover is that everything on the cover matches to the story, or is like a really big part of the story. It's amazing. I love this writer, I love this story, and I cannot wait to see what happens to these characters next. So if you want to write another spring break book, a third book in their series, I do not care. I will be the first in line to get it. So buy 100 Days of Sunlight and Tessa and Weston's The Best Christmas Ever by Abby Emmons. Thank you. That is all for my TED Talk today.
Wow, we definitely, we have a lot of books that we love.
Cheers.
Cheers to good books, right?
Cheers to good books.
Cheers to good books.
Good Christmas books.
You know, we hope you guys pick up a book this holiday season.
Yes.
We picked some really good ones, and it's a bonus that they're short.
Yes.
So if you want to try a book this holiday season, and you don't want to do something that's too long, but it also is fun, romance, comedy, there's drama, pick up any of these, and I am sure you guys will not be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And also, let me just say something really quickly. Is that even if the books are like a little bit longer, like above 200 and more, Christmas novels are so addicting to read, and so is romance novels. And every single one of these authors are amazing. So I know that even if it's a tiny bit longer, you guys will still eat it up and still read it so quickly.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. We wish you guys all a happy holidays. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.